Oh gosh, how do the Eagles turn back to Wentz? Period. Right. I mean, I know that's a total knee jerk reaction after just 2 starts, but does Jalen Hurts have it or what, man? I mean, that's a fact.
He has it, and last week at the top of my column, I talked to Lincoln Riley about him, and he said something to me that that you sort of don't realize until you really give his story some thoughts. Who has ever been so set up to step into a situation like Philadelphia? Who better than Jalen Hurts? I mean, think about it. You're coached by Nick Saban. You're benched by Nick Saban. You are you get a second life with Nick Saban. You lose your job again in Nick Saban's scheme, and you've got to transfer, and you've got to prove yourself all in 1 year. And he does that, and then he goes to Philadelphia. He's supposed to just be this forgotten piece. And look what he does. But, I mean, I just think it's perfect. And, Rich, there's one other thing about this and I realize everybody wants to kill Carson Wentz, and for a lot of different reasons. I get it. But the one thing that I think people forgot when he was drafted is that, Howie Roseman didn't just look at this as the prospect of, hey, getting a really good player on our team. The backup quarterback on your team, if he has to play, becomes a top 5 important player. So people like Howie Roseman, who I think are really smart about this, basically say, why wouldn't we use the 53rd pick in the draft when we have a team where the quarterback has been hurt and couldn't finish 2 seasons already, and we don't want our season to be over, when the quarterback gets hurt. And so, look, all in all, a really good pickup by the Eagles. And I think, who knows? It's only been 2 weeks, but 2 more weeks like this, and I think they got to look for a market for Carson Wentz, and there definitely will be one.
And the interesting aspect is, conflicting reports as to whether Wentz wants out, which would be a remarkable situation because that's exactly what Jalen Hurts refused to do when he lost his job in college. It is just amazing, this story, how it is playing out, how Hurts got to this point, as you pointed out, and now where Wentz goes from here. What do you know about this and whether it matters about trade value and things like that? Because, again, Hurts has totally sent a jolt through this team that we were wondering if Wentz was able to provide for 3 months. Peter.
Yeah. By the way, I thought Bucky Brooks had a great tweet yesterday. He said, being a quarterback on an NFL team is not a lifetime appointment. Carson Wentz is ticked off the way it was handled. Wah, wah, wah. I mean, I think everybody in Philadelphia is ticked off the way he played. But anyway, however that does turn out, I think the one thing about what is next is what the market is. And, last week I talked to 2 people who I thought might be in the market for a quarterback this coming off season. And there's definitely some interest. Now, one or more of these teams, one or both of these teams could actually pick a quarterback in the draft. The great accelerator on this, Rich, is that it's got to be done in the middle of March because, A, he's got a $10 million bonus coming on the 3rd day of the league year, and B, his money next year becomes guaranteed if he's still on the team the 3rd day of the league year. So the Eagles have got to have a meeting of the mind with him probably no later than about February 15th or 20th, so that if they do feel that they have to move him, they've got time to generate whatever that would be. And the good thing for the Eagles to force them to do this then is that you're going to force a team before they might be ready they might have their draft board together. Like, who do you want? You want to trade for Carson Wentz and pay him a lot of money, or do you want to draft Trey Lance and bring him in on a rookie contract for 4 years? That's the big – a bunch of these teams are going to have that sort of issue.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.